Have you ever wondered if something as simple as salt could unlock blessings in your wealth? What if the key to more rizq, barakah, and even money miracles was already in your kitchen, waiting to be activated by the Qur'an? This isn't superstition. It's a forgotten spiritual practice rooted in intention, faith, and the healing power of Allah's words. Today, you'll discover a powerful Quranic secret using salt that Muslims have quietly practiced for generations. It's simple, pure, and deeply spiritual. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could shift your mindset and possibly your sustenance forever. 1. Salt as a blessed element. In Islamic tradition, salt holds a subtle but powerful presence that often goes unnoticed. Though it is a basic element found in every household, its spiritual symbolism can be deeply meaningful when viewed through the lens of gratitude and divine design. According to some Islamic scholars and traditional wisdom, salt was one of the first substances created and holds purifying and preserving qualities, both physically and spiritually. It's said that the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, would begin and end meals with a pinch of salt, showing respect and appreciation for even the simplest of Allah's provisions. Salt is also used in many cultures as a symbol of protection and purification. In Islamic cultures, it's not uncommon to use salt in spiritual healing or ruqyah practices to ward off negative energy or evil eye. While these practices should never be seen as magical or superstitious, they are reminders of how the simplest elements in creation can be tied to the unseen workings of divine mercy and wisdom. When a believer reflects on the blessings in something as small as salt, it opens the door to deeper mindfulness. Through this lens, salt becomes more than seasoning. It becomes a symbol of Allah's mercy in the small things. 2. Qur'anic connection to gratitude. Gratitude, or shukr, is a central theme in the Qur'an and a key to unlocking greater blessings in a believer's life. In Surah Ibrahim 14:7, Allah makes a powerful promise. If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor, but if you deny indeed, my punishment is severe. This verse reveals a divine law. Gratitude attracts increase. It's not merely a polite habit. In Islam, it is a spiritual force that directly affects our rizq, sustenance, health, peace, and even relationships. Applying this to daily life, when we express sincere gratitude, even for something as simple as salt, we align ourselves with divine abundance. Often, people seek grand miracles while ignoring the small blessings that already surround them. The Qur'an repeatedly teaches that true success lies in recognizing these small mercies and being thankful for them. The secret is in the attitude. A grateful heart unlocks more provision, not just materially, but in spiritual clarity, inner peace, and resilience. Whether through dhikr, remembrance, dua, supplication, or mindful actions, the Qur'an instructs us to stay rooted in gratitude. When a person is grateful even for a grain of salt, it reflects deep faith and trust in the giver of all blessings, Allah. 3. Spiritual practice with salt. In Islamic spirituality, physical actions often carry deeper meanings when performed with intention and remembrance of Allah. One such practice involves reciting specific verses of the Qur'an over salt to seek barakah, blessing, and expansion in rizq, sustenance. This is not based on superstition, but on the belief that the Qur'an is a source of healing, mercy, and spiritual transformation. The practice is simple, yet profound. Take a pinch of pure salt, preferably coarse or natural, and recite over it 3 powerful selections from the Qur'an. Surah Al-Fatiha, which is known as the opening and a source of divine mercy. Ayat ul-Kursi, Surah Al-Baqarah 2:255, which speaks of Allah's supreme authority and protection, and Surah Al-Ikhlas, which affirms the oneness and uniqueness of Allah. Each of these verses is known for its immense spiritual power. After reciting, this salt can be kept near your cooking area or where income is generated, like a shop, office, or workspace. It becomes a physical reminder of your dua, supplication, and your hope in Allah's provision. This small act, when done with sincerity, turns a daily element into a tool of tawakkul, trust in Allah, and draws divine blessings into one's livelihood. Fourth, placement and intention. In Islamic belief, intention, niyyah, is the soul of every action. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "Actions are judged by intentions." Bukhari and Muslim. This means that even a small act, like placing salt in a particular spot, can carry immense spiritual weight when done with sincere purpose. When using salt in this Quranic practice, it's not about superstition or rituals, but about anchoring your trust in Allah while seeking His barakah, blessing. After reciting over the salt, its placement is significant. Keeping it near where you cook or earn money, like your kitchen, shop, or home office, is symbolic. The kitchen is the heart of sustenance. Your workspace is the gate of provision. Placing blessed salt in these areas turns them into spaces of remembrance and spiritual energy. But the key is your intention. You must believe that Allah is the true provider, ar-Razzaq, and this act is merely a reminder of your reliance on Him. It's not the salt that brings wealth. It's your heartfelt dua, your gratitude, and your spiritual effort. This conscious placement becomes a daily renewal of faith, a physical expression of your inner trust, reminding you that all provision flows from Allah's infinite mercy and wisdom. 5. Importance of faith and trust. At the heart of every spiritual practice in Islam lies a profound truth. It is not the object or action that holds power, but the faith, iman, and trust, tawakkul, placed in Allah. The Qur'an constantly reminds believers that Allah alone is the provider, the sustainer, and the one who gives without measure. When engaging in acts like reciting over salt or placing it in specific areas, one must remember that these are simply tools for reflection, not sources of power. True transformation comes from the heart that is connected to its Creator. If you perform any action with doubt, haste, or dependence on the physical rather than the spiritual, its meaning is lost. But when you act with full conviction that Allah responds to sincere intentions and heartfelt dua, even the smallest gesture becomes filled with blessing. Tawakkul means to take lawful steps while placing full reliance on Allah's outcome. You do what you can. Recite, pray, show gratitude, but the results lie with Him. This mindset removes anxiety and strengthens your connection with the divine. Belief, not behavior alone, is what turns a small pinch of salt into a symbol of hope and a doorway to unexpected blessings from the one who never fails His servants. And there you have it, one of the simplest yet most powerful spiritual practices hidden in plain sight. Remember, it's not about the salt, it's about your niyyah, your faith, and your connection with Allah. Trust Him, be grateful, and watch how He opens doors you never imagined. If this touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Pious Deen for more hidden gems from the Qur'an and Sunnah. Comment this powerful dua below. Ya Allah, bless my home with barakah, rizq, and noor. Let's fill this space with positivity and prayer.